Hello guys, you are all welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's still me, your favorite Mary J Black. I miss Mama in the building, very. So on today's topic, guys, you all should please stay tuned and see how this light skin makeup will look like. I love you guys.
So I'll start by cleansing the skin. Whatever you're doing, make sure you start on a clean canvas. After then, I'll be applying a Vicin. I just apply a Vicin to avoid redness of the eye. I just hydrated her skin with a hydrating spray. Now I'm moisturizing the skin. Whenever you're working on a light skin model, make sure you moisturize the skin properly so as to make your foundation stick inside the skin. I also moisturize the lips. Now I'm going in with a foundation, her shade of foundation. Please, whenever you're working on a very light skin model, make sure you look for their exact shade. Do not use a shade darker. Then please make sure you blend. Blending is key in makeup. I'm applying a liquid blush, which is pink, but I'm not applying too much. A little goes a long way. Now I'm highlighting the under eye with a 2 shade lighter concealer. Blend it properly. Make sure you blend. I'm applying it on the T-zone area also. Please, whenever you're highlighting the under eye, if you want to set it, make sure you go back and reblend. Now I'm using a setting spray so as to make the foundation sit properly in the skin. Now I'm setting the under eye. And whenever you want to set the under eye, make sure you reblend. Tell your client to look up, you reblend before you set to avoid the under eye creasing. Now I'm done with that step. I'm contouring the nose. When I'm done with contouring the nose, I'm contouring the cheekbone. Make sure you blend properly. Avoid harsh lines. And set every process. I'm done. I use a setting spray to calm down the powdery effect. Now I just finished baking. We'll go to the brows. I'm taming her brows because I want everything to be in place. I don't carve brows actually, so I use a brow gel to tame the brows. I'm using a shade like this. Should I call it black? It's not that black, but I'm using it to outline her brows, and I will be using a lighter shade of eye pencil to fill in the brows. You know, she's light skin, so I cannot go in with a black eye pencil to outline the brows. I don't want her to look funny, but I'm using a eye pencil that is not dark black, but it's not brown, so it's in between. I just use it to highlight the brows. After then, I'll be using an eye pencil to fill in the brows. After then, I'll use a brow tint. That one is optional, so it's not a must to make use of a brow tint, but I always use it these days. I love using it. It gives you this smooth effect. So after then, I will be drawing the baby hair. That's what I'm doing. Please, when you want to draw a baby hair, do it on a light-handed and make it natural. Let it look natural, please. Whenever you're drawing a baby hair, make sure it looks very natural, and you should go light-handed. So I have this advice for you, please. Whenever you're drawing brows, make sure your brows looks perfect before concealing. Make sure it looks perfect before concealing. So I'm using a concealer, a shade lighter than her skin tone, to conceal the brow bone. But you can use a 2 shade lighter, but that's not what is in vogue now. It's a shade lighter to conceal the brow bone. You don't want your client to look funny. So sometimes you use the same exact shade with the client's complexion. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to perfect the brows. I'm blending. Blending is key in makeup. And make sure your brows cannot look the same. That's just the truth. They cannot look the same, but they should not look like stepsisters. They should look like sisters. Make sure, try as much as possible. Even if they will not look the same, the mistake should not be visible. That's the advice I will give to you, please. And don't bank on concealer to perfect your brows. So I'm trying to conceal it to make it look so perfect. And as I said earlier, I don't carve brows. No matter how bushy your brows is, that's what I work with. And because I have lots of clients that don't want their brows being carved, As for me, I have this gra, so I cannot come down and carve your brows. I'm afraid I don't want to hurt someone, so it's better I just use a brow gel to lay the brow hairs to keep it in place. Then I go in with a setting powder to dab it, then draw the brows. So now we start the eye look. I'm trying to use a powder to blend the whole stuff that I just did right now. So the next step is eye look, and I'll be using, I don't think I'll be doing too much on the eye because she's light skin, so I don't want it to look too shouty. Just a simple eye look. So I'll be using a brow gel, a brown brow gel for her, what is it called, eyeshadow primer, because as I said earlier on, I don't want to do too much. So I'll be using a brow gel. It's brown because she's light skin, that's why you're seeing it as if it's black, but it's dark brown, as an eyeshadow primer. So I'm using this shade of eyeshadow. Like, it's kind of like a traditional look, but I don't want to do too much, and I don't want it to look too simple. I want to give it a smoky effect, so I'll be using a dark shade. Should we call this shade magenta? That's what I'm using in the outer corner of the eye to give it this smoky look. So I think I'll be adding a dark shade like black or brown still to the outer corner of the eye, so as to give it this smoky effect. Because I wanted to do a simple eye look, but I was like, okay, why not play with colors? You know, I told you guys that I love playing with colors. I love playing with colors. I love trying new things. So you guys should please comment down below and tell me what you feel about this eye look. You guys love it? When you're working on a light skin model, you have to be extremely careful with colors, because little stain will just mess the whole skin work, and you don't want that to happen to you, and you will use forever to correct it. So I'm dusting out the eyeshadow fallout. I'm using a black gel liner to draw the liner. Do you know what, guys? My model, she has a teary eye. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she was busy tearing, and it still brings us back to do a good skin prep and skin work, because can you guys see she's still tearing? But thank goodness that I did a proper skin prep and I did a proper skin work. So as the tears is dropping, like the skin work is just absorbing it, and it did not mess with my makeup at all. But she was she was tearing. I don't even know what's wrong with her. So I'm trying to outline her lips with a brown eye pencil. Initially I do use a brow gel liner, but she's light skinned, so it will look too prompt, and I don't want that. I want it to look like a natural lips, because we'll be doing a nude lips. The eyes is already smoky and is already heavy, so I don't want the lips to be heavy. That's why I want to work with a very, very like nude lips, and that's what I just did now. So you guys should please comment down below. Can you guys see? Look at her under eye. She's tearing, gosh. Like, I was like, can you please stop tearing? She said, no, I can't control it, and that's what we just have to work with it. Our advice, if you have a client that is tearing, just ignore the tears. Go in with your lips, continue your skin work, then you come back and fix it. So I'm setting the eye to reduce the powdery effect. I'm using a cheek glaze now to pop the cheeks. That's why it's called cheek glaze. Oh, I love this makeup actually. We didn't do too much. So you guys should please comment below and tell me what you feel about this look, and tell me what you've learned so far. So these are the finishing touches. I'm highlighting the nose and the cheekbone area. I'm using a dewy fix spray to give us this dewy effect. So that's the end of the makeup. I'm trying to set her her edges. I'm laying her edges, tying her gele. You guys should please comment down below and tell me what you've learned so far in this video.
So guys, thank you so much for the love, thank you so much for the support, thank you so much for the shares. It's still your favorite Mary J Black and Miss Muhammad in the building. Very